Hello everyone and welcome to 7 Days to Die version whatever it is now, 2.3 whatever. Anyways, we're doing another Smorgasbord run, but this time I've decided to enable AI. I've enabled a lot of AI in fact. How do I use this again? I think I need to, yeah. Agility, fortitude, intellect, perception, strength. Oh gosh, that's actually a hard question because I don't know, like I don't remember this being super important last time, but also like agility is nice, I guess. Um, I'm gonna go with wait, which one is assault rifles? Assault rifles. Machine gun is fortitude. So we're going fortitude because we have Tarkov and well, the machine guns in Tarkov are really, really good. Anyways, putting that aside, the big difference between this and the last one is going to be AI. I've got AI, I like AI. We're gonna find out if it's actually good though. Because quite frankly, it might not be. Who knows? So, anyways, I did do a Smorgasbord playthrough before to test out the mods and figure out if I. By the way, I think I. This is interesting. It looks way nicer for some reason, or maybe I'm just being crazy. I don't know. Anyways, we did a playthrough of Smorgasbord before where I just tested out the various mods, got rid of the ones I didn't like, which there was only two. I didn't like Insomnia and I didn't like Advanced Medical Conditions, but after I got those out of the way, I was pretty happy with the basics. I was fine with that. Now I've got AI turned on. Last time as my final boss, I decided to just run into area 7, and that was really fun. I eventually got overwhelmed. If I had better guns, I might have been able to handle it better, but I didn't. Anyways, machine guns, we're going to put a point into this so we can start getting these early. We need to put a point into the unfortunately, we need to put a point into the crafting table so we can get those very quickly. I hate this whole system. Anyways, um, I'm gonna put a point into Master Chef just because I want to get to coffee as soon as possible, and we're gonna put a point into medium armor, um, largely just because we want to get to armor earlier. I hate that my entire 4 points have to be something like that. You can pick which type of armor you want, just fine, but you really need to put 1 point into the crafting tables because otherwise you don't know when you're going to get them, and that kind of like defines your whole original run, and I hate that. I despise that, honestly. Anyways, where is my beginner quest? Because I'm gonna just make the yeah, here we go. I'm gonna do this not because I would wait, what? Where's my craft armor one? Interesting. Welcome to the challenge window. These challenges aim to, yeah, okay. Review each challenge, huh? You can, yeah, I know. Um, I don't know why those aren't popping up. Oh well, I don't really care. It's just a little bit of extra XP. I'm gonna just, oh hey, wild wheat. Anyways, I'm just gonna build my original armor real quick and get that out of the way. As I said, I basically have no choice but to put a point into armor, otherwise it's gonna be a long time before you get the armor, and the armor bonuses are kind of ridiculously powerful. Especially the Preacher slash Claire, depending on if you're using mods or not, because that just 10% extra damage to all zombies or more, depending on the level, is just insanely good, like too good to ignore. I actually don't need to hit trees, I have enough for that. I also have stone, never mind, I completely forgot about that. I'm talking too much and not thinking. Anyways, we'll do this just to get it out of the way. We want, armor, if I could spell right. Armor. Armor. Don't be dumb. That's not something I'm capable of. I'm always going to be a little bit dumb. Oops. Anyways, www dot something, I don't know. Anyways, I don't want to claim a base right now. I just want to get to the trader. As I said, the big difference here is we are going to be, where's my skills? Where's my anything? I am so confused at all times now. I swear to God. Like, I don't know, life's just getting like that sometimes. But the main difference is going to be the AI. I have no idea if I'm going to like the AI or not, but I'm hopeful. So last time also we were playing on a pre-generated map, and that was fine. I actually really liked the pre-generated map. I also got used to my increased stamina because there's a skill that increases your stamina stuff. But anyways, I really did like the pre-generated map, but we're doing a random gen map just to see how that's different in Smorgasbord, because there are a few mods that relate to that. And anyways, that's just going to be our big thing. We're going to be trying to play around with the AI as much as we can and see if the modders have once again outdone the fun pimps very easily, in fact. I suspect they will have, because honestly, the modders for this game are crack. Like, they just know how to do everything perfectly. Almost everything I've ever wanted is a mod, which is crazy because I can't even necessarily say that for games like Oblivion, Skyrim, Fallout. Because there's a few things in those games I'd still want a mod for. And we got our first zombie. Zombo. What's the weapon for, what is the weapon for, you know what, never mind, I'll just shoot you. Tiffany, 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 you shouldn't have bothered me. Anyways, what is the weapon for fortitude? I think I'm gonna go like full fortitude this time. Oh, fist. So I said I was gonna go full fortitude, but I don't really like fist weapons, so we're gonna ignore that. Never mind. We're gonna spread our points out just like we always do. Anyways, does this go into hell? Where does this go? Huh. I don't think I've ever seen anything generate quite like this before. Interesting. Free food too. And a magazine already. That's perfect. But yeah, anyways, yeah, that's neat. I don't know if it's part of the base game or if it's part of a mod, but that's interesting that I've just never seen that generate like that before. Um, so I've been going really back and forth on this. Like, on one hand, especially in certain mods, the knives aren't as good. However, they do still feel pretty good. However, on the other hand, like the heavier weapons like bats and sledgehammers are obviously in a really good place right now. And of course, one of the best in-game weapons is still the stun baton. However, I don't know what I'm gonna do for melee weapons. I might just go knives or something. I might try sledgehammers this time just because I have not done sledgehammers ever. I just don't like slow weapons, but the bat has kind of brought me around to it, especially in one of the mods. But anyways, side note, I've also added in the, oh, hey, Jin. Perfect. Perfect. I like it when, oh, that means one of the mods must make it random. Okay, that's another checklist item off. Random traders again. Perfect. Uh-huh. We'll do a fetch, because we want to bull rush the bike, because, I mean, God, what else are you gonna do, right? Of course you're gonna bull rush the bike. Anyways, I do have a bike repair kit, which I might be able to use. By the way, where is my closest, maybe over here or over here. I don't know which one, but one of those is probably going to be where we shack up. This isn't defensible enough. Interesting. I wonder if I can get some ammo out of this. Probably. Yeah. I'll take a repair kit. Those are so valuable later on. Let me just try fist real quick. It does not use any stamina. Gotta get that, I've definitely got to get the, footman work down. And I know this is just the first weapon, but it feels really weak. Like, weaker than a knife, even. Anyways. Oh. Oh. AI. Talk to Nancy. Oh, I didn't know I could hire these guys. Okay. Cool, so this is like an AI outpost. That's already neat. Is there an entrance? Is there another? That's neat. Oh, so they're all gonna be named Nancy, huh? I'm not gonna hire NPCs because I'm not looking for like a full Borderlands experience. However, it's cool that's an option. Oh, hey, I can just raid their server rack. I will do that. If I'm not mistaken, electronic parts were kind of a gate earlier in my earlier playthrough, so I want to like raid all of these and make sure I get the wrench earlier on and I don't have that happen again. Anyways, that's nice. I assume they're just gonna stay in this general area and defend this, and this is gonna be their little compound. That's cool. So basically, I guess I'm more looking for hostile NPCs than non-hostile, I guess. Because I mean, like, it's cool that you can have partners and everything, but like, much like Fallout and Oblivion, I've never found like those are games with actual, no offense to the modders, professionally developed AIs, and they're always kind of crap and just kind of, in my opinion, take away from the game a little bit beyond being a you know, a loot donkey. So I'm not going to. Oh, is that? Yeah, that's a zombie. Anyways, so I'm not going to hire them, but I will fight them. If there's any hostile ones, I will definitely fight them. I just cut through here for absolutely no reason. Oh, hey, that's a lot of zombies. Eh. I'll just run around here and lose them and then circle back to over there. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in finding hostile NPCs because I have set it up so that there should be some hostile NPC poise and stuff. And I'm real excited for that. I definitely want to play around with that. I would, honestly, I think it could add a couple hundred hours if the AI is done right. I don't know if it will be, mind you, but we'll find out. Ooh, that was some lag right there. That's pretty unsurprising, honestly. I am, the Smorgasbord has a lot of mods added in, and so I will be very forgiving of little bits of lag, because I mean, like, when you got 100 plus, when you've got 100 plus mods running, it's just not gonna function quite like vanilla, you know? You can't blame them for that. Okay, so, anyways, we'll just start shooting. And so I started blasting, as Frank Reynolds would, as we must all, I asked what would Frank Reynolds do, and the answer was just keep blasting. And so I did, as I should have. As we all know, the prophet, Frank Reynolds, everyone. Anyways, where is this? Is it on the roof? Probably. I should not be so free with my ammo, but whatever. If it gets me through this first few... Ah, here it is. Anyways, if it gets me through the first few quests faster, I am all for wasting a little bit of ammo. Oh! Shoot! Where'd you come from? I thought I cleared over there. Alright, we're almost out of ammo. Hopefully we'll get some ammo. Yes, there we go. Anyways, I haven't really messed with many of the settings. I've mostly just, I've removed, as I mentioned, I've removed Insomnia. I've removed, more... It was funny the first time, but it's kind of dumb the third time. Anyways, I've removed, more, I forget what it's called, more sicknesses. I've removed that. It was a fine enough mod, and if you're into like super realism at the extent of being annoying, that's fine for you. But I do not tolerate, I just don't tolerate anything that blurs the screen. I hate screen blur effects. I think they should be removed from every game. In fact, I think they should be illegal. No, I'm not going to go that far, but I just thought I'd go like, extreme with it. Anyways, so basically my main goal, I have three main goals. I didn't explore the descent area because my game started getting kind of glitchy from the stuff I'd removed. So I want to explore the descent area.
Well,
I
so
want
I'm a
to,
foul
I'll take
mood
that
for
sure.
coffee
Ooh,
makers
a
on
robotic sledge
Perkins.
though, that could, oh, I never used it last time, but you know what, the robotic sledge is just too good. I'm gonna
Take your
take it.
time looking.
Do you have any books? Um, So I think we need tools before we need anything else, but I'm not going to really go heavy into this. I'm pretty
Apartment tours might have
disappointed
what
with
you're
their
looking for.
inventory compared to the
I need someone whose
pure
work isn't a
Tarkov,
dangerous
but
one.
it's not bad, mind
Not
you.
to
It's just
get
not as
moody.
cool. Like when you run into a new trader and you find all their, well, I mean, new the first time you experience them, and you experience all their inventory and new guns. That's really cool. By the way, I should really quick look to see if I can loot you for ammo, because she should have some ammo. A lot of ammo, in fact. Yes, she does. Perfect. Look at all the ammo. Uh-huh. Anyways, she's an excellent one to run into first off the bat. What was that? Oh shoot, what was that? Oh, it was only for a second I thought that was something else, but I mean, I'm not complaining. That's a really good mod to find. Where else is there some? Yes, perfect. Anyways, this is gonna cover me for a long time. Ooh, I got a pipe SMG too. I'm not sure which tree covers SMGs. I'll need to check that. I don't think there was any ammo over there, but I think there's a little over here if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, look at all that ammo. We are set for at least 2 or 3 more quests, I would say. But yeah, anyways, the main, what I would say is the main draw to, ooh, a magazine extender. Can I put that on this? Yes, I can. But anyways, I'd say the main draw of pure extract, Tarkov mod is that the NPCs have better and more interesting loot, or not loot, but you know what I mean, inventories. I'd say that's really one of the main ones. I'm probably gonna try pure EFT eventually because I've been told by Callan that I've been told by him that they've had an update and it's a pretty big one. So I will probably play around with it for a little bit at some point. But for now, I really want to. Really, I can't put barbed wire on this. Oh well. I really want to just play around with Smorgasbord because if I'm being honest, it's pretty easy. We're probably not going to need to worry about this too much, but it's another ammo type, so whatever. By the way, what governs this? It looks like gunslinger, so it's technically a pistol, I guess. Well, this is definitely a machine gun, right? It doesn't tell me, but it's definitely a machine gun. It's literally called a pipe machine gun. Anyways, yeah, he told me it had an update and I should check it out, so I will. Oh god, Judy's witch again. Anyways, that was not a sneak bonus. That thing saw me and was running away. Can we make a bone knife yet? Anyways, I just want to play around with the AI and see if it's good. If it is, I may never turn it off. Who knows? I'm really split on that. Like, maybe it'll make the game so much better, maybe it won't. We will find out, that's for sure. Yeah, maybe I'll never want to play without it again. I don't know. So far, all we've seen is one friendly NPC. Well, technically three friendly NPCs, but they're all the same NPC. Oh, I am burpy today. I don't know why. Oh man. So anyways, that was fortuitous. I remember paper's actually pretty okay now. We'll just use this because I have more ammo for it, and I'll save the other one for when I need it. Doesn't have the same stopping power, I guess. There we go. Perfect. I feel like I'm in the trenches of World War II with this gun. It's just something about this, you know, the ammo being on the side that's very World War II. I mean, technically, I'm sure there's modern guns that do that too, but you know what I mean. Yeah, no. Jano. Jano. What happened to you? Your eyes, Jano. If you've watched Terrifier, you know what that means. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, this was very stupid of me. I should have been paying better attention. Is that a zombie glitching through over there? Wow, Michael. Really annoying time to show up. And you too. Okay, so have I killed myself? Wow. What in the hell? There's gotta be a screamer or something around here. Was that bad? Just gonna check the area real quick for screamers, because what in the hell? I will also check for streamers since I've said it. Any streamers around here? I'm seeing them come from over here, so if there is a streamer, it's gonna be over here. Or maybe there's just a lot of them here. I don't know, there could have just been a lot of them here. Anyways. No streamers found. Which is good, because I'm not sharing... Oh, item needs repaired. Oops. That was stupid of me. I know, I should be aiming down sight. I'm actually so used to games like Counter-Strike that it's harder to aim down sight than it is to just use the little dot for some reason. Anyways, we're gonna be gaining some levels real quick. That's nice, I guess. No, seriously, die. Anyways. Huh? I should note that I am, quite tired today, so you might not see the most elite gameplay out of me. My dog... Technically, it was my wife, but my wife was woken up by my dog, so... Wow, really? Anyways, so as I was saying, my wife was woken up by my dog, and then my wife woke me up. Good lord. I am wasting so much ammo. I need to repair that. Whatever, I've got a knife. Come at me! That's not a... Okay, so that was just bad on my part. I'm gonna go around and stab them. But anyways, as I was saying, my dog woke my wife up. My wife woke me. Motherfucker, what is... You know what? I'm done with this area. I don't care. I'm done. I wipe my hands of you. I wipe my butt with you. I don't know. I've already said... I've probably hit my allocation of curses for the stream. Anyways... Whatever, I achieved what I set out to do. Do I have a pipe? Can I repair this? Yes, I do. Perfect. Anyways, what was I say? Yeah, so as I said, I'm not 100%. My dog woke my wife up. My wife woke me up, and that was an hour before my alarm was set off to go off, and then I never got back to sleep. So I'm pretty out of it. And then me and my wife, okay, so she works today and I don't. And so before her work, we went around because she wanted to do a return, and the return said it could be returned at UPS or FedEx, and that was a lie. It wasn't returnable at FedEx, so we had to then find the UPS store, and then we had to rush to get to her job, and then I had to rush home, and now I'm behind on my streaming and or not streaming, recording, and you know how it goes. So not at 100%. I might make some really dumb decisions you disagree with. That's fine. It's content, man. It's just content.
Oh, that's good afternoon in Japanese.
I'll take the lockpicks, honestly.
Feeling a bit
They're
under
pretty
the
good,
weather.
honestly.
Trader Jen is here to not
Just give me
one
more
thing.
quests.
Well,
Fetch, perfect.
Thanks, hon. I knew you were gonna do
Anyways,
that.
I can't believe I'm out of ammo for that already. Although I did get a bunch of level ups, so I should be disseminating my goods. What weapon are we going? I think we're gonna go into knives. I feel like no, no. I. Mm, what is the better fist weapon? I need to see that real quick. I have literally never used any of these, so I think we're gonna go fist. It's dumb. It doesn't work. Well, I can't say it's dumb. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. But I mean, it's dumb to go fist in a zombie apocalypse. But you know what? I just don't feel like spreading my crap out as much. Let's grab cardio too, just because that's a really nice one to get. Anything that gets you where you want to go faster is always good in my books. We should also be looking for some honey. Did I loot honey anywhere? No, I didn't. Anyways, whatever. I could also play around with pipe bombs and stuff, because I never really do use those. I think I'm more of a danger to myself than others with any kind of explosive weapon, I'm going to be honest, but you never know. Maybe we will play around with it a bit. I should at least put them on my... I got a Molotov, right? Yeah. It'll be for emergency situations, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Also, I should be looking for honey. And a queen bee, because there's honey farming. I am so excited. I saw on Reddit there's going to be honey farming. Now, if they could just add a chicken coop, that would be so amazing, right? Like, imagine that. Like, that knocks off... And then if they did better farming, that could knock off 2, 3, maybe more mods, depending on how particular you are about that. That would be amazing. I'd love it. I'd kill for that. I'd kill for it! Anyways, SpongeBob JPG. I need it! Technically, those clowns drop a book almost every single time, but yeah, I don't feel like it. I'm surprised the barbed wire. You know what? They're gonna follow me in, aren't they? No? Eh, we'll see. We'll see. Alrighty. We are the world heavyweight champion. What does that guy in Mars Attacks say? Something like, I am the world heavyweight champion, and then he boxes the Martian to give everyone else time, and then they, like, run at him in huge hordes and finally bring him down, and it's a sad moment, but he's a hero again or something. I think that's Mars Attacks, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty good movie for how silly it is. Ooh, you're red-eyed, aren't you? Alright, Ramu, you're dead. Anyways, also on a side note, me and my wife have started watching the final season of, or at least so far the final season of, Alice in Borderlands. I don't know if this is going to be a controversial opinion, but I enjoy it more than, I actually enjoy Alice in Borderlands more than I do, Squid Games. Like, I think Squid Games had a stronger start, but it fell off harder, especially that last season. Like, I'm told, oh, it's just symbolism and commentary on Korean society, and it's like, okay, that's great, but I didn't like it. Anyways, whereas Alice in Borderlands, I'm not gonna lie, it got kind of dumb, especially near the end. But, it was more entertaining, and I'm all for this final season. Even if it's not good, I'm fine seeing where it goes. So far, the first few episodes have been fine. I'm glad they didn't spend too much time with the whole amnesia plot because I hate those. But yeah, anyways, it's turned out pretty good. No more spoilers after that. All you need to know is there was an amnesia plot. You don't need to know who has it or why. Buggy, Buggy. Ooh, you were running at me, so I think I'm gonna take you down with a gun. Wow, you took some damage. Same for you. There we go. Look at that crit. Look at that crit. And you pay me out with a magazine. That's great. You sometimes have gear. Do you have gear? No, but I'll take the magazine. I feel like we're getting magazines really quickly. I'm gonna have to set up my I'm gonna have to set up my base very soon because my inventory is getting full. I'm actually kind of getting used to fist weapons. Like, you definitely want to go for like a stamina build, I guess. But God, I just knew there was gonna be a zombie behind me. Like, like, come on, look at the L shape. You just know a zombie's gonna be behind you whenever you see an L shape. Anyways, I'm getting used to it. Once you have that, once you have that in out of boxing down, like, it seems pretty fun. Enjoying it even. All right, I think I made the right choice there. I was really worried that, although I am actually still worried that it's gonna fall off really hard in the later game. But you know, at some point you just end up only using guns because the Tarkov guns are just amazing. And yeah, just is what it is. Ooh. You know, it would be ooh, wow. I know it's just video games, but it's kind of funny that I punched someone in the head and their head exploded. Huh? Interesting. Is this just the quick way out? Yep. I didn't even break a leg. Excellent. Speaking of breaking a leg, me and my wife are deciding if we want to do 2 Broadway shows in New York. One's going to be Wicked because she loves Wicked, and I hear it's better on the stage. At the very least, it's shorter. Like, you get the whole Wicked play in, I think it's like a little over 2 hours, whereas part 1 of Wicked and the actual movie is, what is it? It's over 2 hours, and that's just part 1. Anyways, we might also see Little Shop of Horrors, which I've heard really good things about, and all I... Huh? What this? Huh? Doggy? Am I supposed to dig here? Let's just real quick dig here. I'm only gonna go 3 slots down. Was it... Do I have another quest? No? This is interesting. I wonder if you need a dog NPC and it does something special here? Or if this is just a, showing me something buried here and it's just using the quest flags for it. Well, I'm not seeing anything and I don't know. Callan, or anyone at that oh, wow. Big guy, straight off the bat. Anyways, if anyone knows what that's about, please do feel free to let me know. Heavy metal. He is indeed. He is indeed. Okay, so I'm starting to come around to the fist. I do like having the knives as my main weapon, just because the knives, you know, you need them for harvesting corpses. But the fists are, once you get used to that in and out, pretty fun. Alright, so we're closing in on the end of the episode. Episode 1, we've discovered we're going for a Fortitude build. We've found Jen as our first trader. Even if we hadn't, I've turned Wrecked Voice Lines off because there's a mod inbuilt for that. I still need to use the Sonya mod. I will at some point. Anyways, we've run into some NPCs. None of them have been hostile yet, though. Looking for some hostile NPCs. I'm kind of considering killing the NPCs.
Well done.
We'll see. Tools Digest. I want the lockpicks. Those could be very good eventually. Yeah, sure, we'll do another fetch. It's a little further away. May I see your inventory, ma'am? Ma'am, your inventory. Your finest inventory. Fire-based weapons are better. That's cool. Anyways. Do you have anything for weapons? Not really. Tools. Wow. Crucible day 1. Never gonna be able to buy that. That's a shame. We
You're
actually
moving
need
so
to set
soon?
up our base, so I'm
Looks
probably
like
gonna
you
do
haven't
that
been
as
in
my
a
start of the
while.
next episodes. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.